So I was just lounging around the other day, just chilling, and I came across this video that really intrigued me. It's this video by Shaji Sharma, and it's called Racism Against Indians Online. He talks about discrimination against South Asians in particular, and if you don't know what South Asians are, it's basically Indians, Pakistanis, Nepalis, Bangladeshis. And he talks about how normalized it is to make fun of South Asians, especially their culture and what to do and what to eat.
The joke would be, "Oh, you're Indian," like that, as if that was a bad thing. Like,
Yeah.
like being Indian or South Asian. Of course, they didn't know I was Sri Lankan because they don't know shit. But
it's a great video and all. You should check it out. But it really got me thinking about how bad it really is. For example, this guy I covered a few months ago, AMS. He calls South Asians curry cells and demeans them for their looks and their beliefs. He has this made-up scale in his head where he thinks Indians are on the lowest race list and that everyone else is above them and that they're the ugliest, and it's a whole bunch of hate.
Nagasaki, Hiroshima, black pill truth. You Indian people are a fugly looking people, okay? Curry cells have to be exterminated off the face of the earth.
But it really shows you what these manosphere grifters, especially these really incel type ones, really think. And it gets you thinking, like, why do the people think like this? Why do South Asians in particular get so much hate? And like Saji says, it's probably got to do with our underrepresentation, especially in Western culture. Like, for example, look at our representation on TV. We have people like Mindy Kaling or that Indian guy from Big Bang Theory. And having these type of characters as your representation growing up, it really does something to your psychological. It's getting a lot better nowadays, especially with social media. You can see a lot more voices and people on the screen that aren't like the stereotypical characters you see on TV. But people like AMS perpetuating this disinformation, this idea of Indians and South Asians being a certain way and being on the bottom of some scale list he made up, is actually disgusting and shows how far these manosphere incels fall into the incel rabbit hole.
Indian women, on the other hand, they're not okay with Indian men. This is why in India, the elite women of India, they throw, what do they call it? White baby parties where they get all these chads and they have freaky d with them just so they can have like mixed white babies.
Trust me, it gets worse. Here we have Nero Angelo. Also, if you're enjoying the video, hit that subscribe. Help me on the road to 1,000. Anyways, this guy makes videos about how certain races with certain looks are way better than others. And he has this whole tier list, and he talks about Indians and South Asians in particular, and how they're the least desirable race. Honestly, such a load of BS. It's insane. Come watch this.
When you mention an Indian, is that they smell terrible, they have terrible body odor, they are unattractive, nerdy, hairy, unattractive funny accent, they defecate on the streets, all of these.
Putting 2 billion people into this bracket of being less than or inferior to other races because of their looks and their skin color is so disgusting. And the fact that this incel thinks this is actually true is what's really concerning. We have to really look out for these type of dudes and call them out.
Evaluated by me with personalized look max and advice. Link will be down in the description.
But setting aside my tangent, while there may be a lot of problems within our own community, especially with us brown people and things like colorism, of course that's in every culture, and there's almost 2 billion people, so there's so many different ethnicity groups, religions, cultures in South Asia alone. Listen, as a South Asian myself, I've had my own fair share of trouble when I was a kid, especially growing up and trying to find a balance between my culture and the one over here. It was a whole thing, and I'm glad I was able to figure it out. I'm glad there's YouTubers like Shaji and those other brown guys that can show other representations and stuff of brown culture. While I may not agree with all their views, it's good to see that. That's like Incel IS or Blackfield Club, which I covered in my Reddit video, really show how bad it is and how bad the problem is. Shaji's video was just a tip of the iceberg because it goes on a deep rabbit hole with these incels. And of course, your boy did some research and I found some crazy things on there that you probably don't even want to see. I don't even know if I can show some of these on YouTube because it's bad. Besides like this and the people on and show you the real dark side of humanity, because the ideas they have and the rabbit hole they go down is mind-blowing, bro. So what's the solution to all this, you may be asking? And I may have one, but it's going to take some time. I think overall, since the rise of social media and stuff, it's been getting better because there's more brown creators online and people who can really showcase our culture and ideas and everything. So a solution would be to have more representation in like TV shows, movies, and roles besides being a nerdy Indian character and being like an actual serious main character. There's one show I saw that was pretty good. It was called like Captain Marvel, and it's about this Pakistani girl who has superpowers. So I thought that was a really good representation because I have a little sister, so I thought she would like that. It's gonna take some time, but I believe we can do it and really change ideas and preconceptions we have about people. But anyways, if y'all enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.